Okay, so here we have Last Labyrinth being played on PlayStation VR, courtesy of Amada KK, the publisher. So I'm going to start the game here. New game. It's being played with the DualShock 4 controller. So in this game, you play as a character that's bound to a wheelchair that has a click device with a laser on their head. You can't speak, and the girl that helps you, who's standing right over there, once I actually have her turn the lamp on, she can speak, but it sounds like incoherent gibberish, which is by design. Um, she has to. You have to help her, or rather, she has to help you solve puzzles and get through a series of rooms. The game takes a couple hours to beat, anywhere from 2 to 6, depending on how much time you want to take to get through the puzzles or how difficult they may be. So let's go ahead and get started here. Now, the way that you interact with her is you look at something in the environment and you hit the X button or the circle button, whichever button you want to press, and she will go over to it and she'll ask you, presumably, do you want me to do something with this? And then you shake your head yes, or you shake your head no, and she will respond accordingly. And you also appear to be shackled to this wheelchair, and she has to push you from room to room. And you have somebody in a back room somewhere watching you the entire time, which is kind of creepy. This has been said to be Saw meets Ico, which pretty much I would say that definitely sums it up quite nicely. Okay, so I'm going to make her open the door. So you nod your head, and then she'll open the door. And then she'll come behind you, and she'll push you through the doorway. This will show you that you're being watched. Now, when you come into the room, there are two different ways you can go. You can go through that doorway over there, or you can go through that doorway over there. If you choose whichever doorway you choose, you eventually will stop being able to use that door and you'll have to go through the opposite side. So through there is a train puzzle. Through there is a series of puzzles. I'll go ahead and go through that door over there. Come on, push the button. Of course, you gotta nod your head yes. And once you press the button, just press the button. He's gonna get hit in the head in a second. Kind of felt bad that she got hit in the head. When I first played this. Now, I will say that I wanted to emphasize the fact that you had to shake your head yes or no when you ask a question, because I was sitting here when I initially started playing this game, yelling at her, realizing it wasn't doing anything. But the game is really well done. The game is $30. Do I think it's worth $30? It's not bad of a price. I'd say maybe 15 to 20 would be a more reasonable price tag on it. But even at that price, it's not bad. Okay. Alright, so we gotta arrange the squares in order for her not to get crushed by those anvils with spikes on them. Okay, so we're gonna have her press that button there. Now, sometimes you'll see she won't ask you if you want her to press the button, she'll just do it. I think it's only when it comes to those big buttons over there she'll actually ask you if you want her to press them. Well, the exception being in the train puzzle where you go to the first lever, she'll ask you if you want to press it. Now, when you actually press the button to do the laser, what she actually goes to is whatever it was last touching. So keep that in mind. So if you press it and then trail off, she'll end up going to the whatever it landed on instead of what you intended. And I'm telling you right now, this video is not going to do this game justice. Because it doesn't give you the sense of scale of how large those blocks are coming down. They're pretty big. This game does a great job of immersing you in the game world with a nice sense of scale. Now, each room is randomized each time you play, so you'll never enter the same puzzle twice unless you fail it. You'll do it again. So I do like that, how each puzzle room is randomized. With the exception, obviously, of that train puzzle, because you have to do that in order to proceed. And when you go ahead and when you do these puzzles, you'll get trophies as you go. Or I got them, obviously, but... But yeah, I think the developer did a really great job with this game. Again, $30 isn't bad. I'd like to see it be cheaper, but you know, $30 is not a bad deal for this game at all, especially for what you get. Now, I did mention this is like Saw meets Ico, which is true, but it's not really all that graphic. What would be graphic is obscured by the traps that are set. With the exception maybe of, well, even with the beheadings are not too graphic. You see a limp body, that's all you see. You don't actually see the decapitation, but you get the idea. So it's graphic without being gory, I guess, is about the best way to put it. Okay, we're going to have her go through that same door again, go to the next puzzle. Yeah, you're eyeballing that blender. Now what I'm wondering is, because I didn't have her go to the blender first, I'm wondering if by pressing the button if it's going to actually cause the blender to hurt her. I don't think so. No. Okay, good. That's what it does before. If you go to the blender, essentially it does that, and then that happens. But I have a feeling it's because it has nothing to obscure it. It's not going to actually show any type of death to the girl. Now this puzzle got me killed a couple of times. Okay, so you can't go through that. You can't have her press the button until that light turns green. So you have to tell her to hit the projectors. Yes. So that light has to be that symbol right there in the green, and then that one up there has to match the green square over on the wall. So I'm going to go ahead and have her do that projector over there. Okay, and then I'm going to have her do it again. Now, there's only 3 slides per projector, so it's pretty easy to get this part. Okay, then have her do that projector there. Hit it again. Okay, I hit the button. Now, this puzzle actually threw me off because I initially thought the way I did this, it actually... Yes. Yes. It actually got her. But it didn't. These traps are pretty elaborate. Again, this video is not to do screen justice. This does a really good job of scaling objects. Alright guys, let's been a look at Last Labyrinth on the PSVR. I want to thank Amada KK for the opportunity. This game is beautiful, it's fun, it's challenging, and it's a great game. And I want to thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and as always, until next time, take care and happy gaming.